All right, hey, Mike here, and Happy New Year. I want to say that to you, and glad to get started on 2018 here. And with social media, it never shuts down. You hear my dog scooting in the background. Scooter is here with me, and we're kicking off a cold day here in the middle of winter, 2018. If you're in Australia, I guess it's summertime, but here it is cold. But there's still things you can do as you start a new year. There's always, I always like to take a fresh start. It's a chance to stop, look at back, what didn't work, what worked, what do you want to change, what do you want to move forward on. And one of the keys that you can take a look at with your social media is, are you optimized? Are you doing what works? And today I want to talk about LinkedIn, and particularly a couple things with LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is the dominant business-to-business social media platform, and the basics are that you should have a LinkedIn profile and that your company should have a company profile. However, note that most of LinkedIn's action takes place in the profiles. It's geared towards people making updates and sharing those updates. So what we're seeing with LinkedIn is that it's gaining traction for those who are sharing posts on LinkedIn by using the news feed. There's also the LinkedIn Publisher where you can kind of create blog posts, but here particularly I'm just talking about LinkedIn posts. So when you're talking about LinkedIn, talking about 2018, I want you to go and take time to review your profile. So take a look at it and sharpen it. It's always the beginning of the year. It's maybe you haven't done it in a while, who knows how many months, maybe it's been a year, so it's time to review your LinkedIn profile. So make sure the headline is sharp, is accurate. Headlines are best if you can get a couple keywords, phrases that are relevant to you, to your business services, what you do, not just your company name. Your company name will show up with your title, so you don't need to use your headline for that, but your headline should dive a little bit deeper into keywords that characterize what you do. So take a look on LinkedIn, and really not just take a look at it, make an update, because when you make an update, that goes into the news feed as a change, as an update, so it's a way to get visible. All right, so business is done people to people, and so one of the keys is networking and finding connection with people. LinkedIn's great for that. So make sure, first of all, that your profile is sharp. Is your headshot appropriate? Is it up to date? And then is your headline up to date? Is is there anything you need to add in your jobs? Any changes there? Any additions? Particularly like any awards or things like that. One of the quickest ways to add good quality content to LinkedIn is to add something that you've done. They allow you to upload, like ebooks, PDFs, or so you could have a slideshow that you created that you've done well, and you could save that out as a PDF. You could upload it there. You can link in videos there, upload those pieces, links to those things. So take a look at your LinkedIn profile and make some edits to that this year as you start out 2018, so that it's accurate, that it presents you well from a marketing perspective, so that your LinkedIn profile should, if someone comes to it, should get a quick glimpse of, number one, who you are, your title, but more importantly, what you're involved with and some things you do. So that's what you're looking for in that. So take a look at your LinkedIn profile, make some updates, definitely just make some updates, and save it, just because that goes into the news feed. It gives you, an awareness on things. Then the second thing I think is I want to make sure that you're using the LinkedIn app. So you can go to your phone and you download the LinkedIn app. It's a free app there. When you go into it, the dominant thing it allows you to do is at the top of the feed, is share an article, photo, video, or an idea. And LinkedIn, it was in early fourth quarter of last year, 2017, where they opened up more of the video. You can upload video there, you can record video. So video has moved into LinkedIn. So consider doing an update with video. But also just think about sharing articles, sharing photos on LinkedIn. And I saw Dennis Yu and his partner Logan just recently from Blitz Metrics came out with some good statistics and a kind of a good strategy for LinkedIn posts. And one of the keys that they're talking about, which I agree with, is that there is less competition to be seen on LinkedIn than there is on a network such as Facebook. And in a LinkedIn post based on their algorithm lasts longer than, say, a tweet on Twitter. So there's less competition, and your post can last longer, like meaning they're surfaced more. It's not just it's put it out there and it's gone, but LinkedIn will bring it back up to, to relevant people at relevant times based on what they're interacting with, and show it to people. So that's another reason to use it. And the third one was because of the video that they've added to that piece in the last quarter there. You can do updates via video. So don't neglect LinkedIn as a key sharing tool, particularly in your business-to-business network. Again, not promotional, not salesy, but think of add value. That's what I always say. How can you add value? How can you share something that's helpful? Talk about Dennis. You in their post, they outline kind of a strategy, which is a longer post on LinkedIn that you would share, and when you share this, and to keep it simple, so that he's almost recommending one-sentence paragraphs, so that people can kind of skim down through it, but they can follow it quickly because they're going to largely be on their mobile device when they're using LinkedIn and when they're scrolling the news feed. So one-sentence paragraphs outline, a problem that you faced, how it was overcome, the solution that was a part of that. And that's sharing a little bit of your expertise. That's sharing a little bit of your problem-solving skills. That is a non-salesy way of showing your value and adding value in a post there. You can share how a article that you're sharing, does that, how it framed a problem, what it was a solution for, some of the key aspects of that, and then link to that. So there's ways to do that I think are valuable. And LinkedIn is a tool you must not overlook. And just at the beginning of the year, it's a great time to take stock and stop and take a look at your LinkedIn profile, because this is your key business online profile of who you are, what you do, and what you have to offer. A lot of people, they're gonna peruse you on LinkedIn before doing business with you, just because it is the key business-to-business network. So make sure that you're taking some time and do an update. Don't just say, "Oh, it looks good," but do an update so that it gets pushed back into the news feed with a simple update like that. And maybe set yourself a reminder to do this quarterly, so it doesn't go so long without you doing a update on that. But I think LinkedIn is one to watch, and start using it, particularly on a mobile device. Make sure you have that on your phone, and experiment with ways that you can do just article posts that are text-based, photo posts, and then the video posts as well, and begin to utilize this social media network. So again, if you're writing blog posts, this is a place where you can share those blog posts. That's a key thing to do. And if you can do that again by writing about it, by sharing a picture about it, and by sharing a video about it. Okay, and you might do all three of those over the course of a week to really maximize what you've got with your content. So that's what I wanted to cover today. LinkedIn. It's 2018. Take a look at your LinkedIn profile and make sure that you are updating it. It's current. It's been tweaked. It's been sharpened, and that you're using the mobile app. Okay. So this is Mike with Live with Mike, Halftime Mike podcast this week, and that's it. Every Tuesday, 1:30 Eastern Time, right here, right now. Spend some time with me. Okay. That's it for today. Take care, everybody.